All right, welcome back. So when we last left off, here in Fraser Valley, I finished or I started the Beltline out to Vancouver. From Vancouver, I keep forgetting the names. South? Yes, from South Vancouver to Vancouver. And I've also added another mod, two more mods: locomotive cost adjustment and wagon cost adjustment. And I've set these to be so that locomotives cost 25% of the normal price, and wagons cost 25% of the normal price. However, the maintenance on them is 75% of the normal price. And the reason I did this is because with the 4X mod installed, you get to the years run slower, but the payout, the trains run the same speed, so it takes the same real time to get from one station to another, but their income goes down because the game speed is lower. And due to this, it really becomes a pain because you're stuck waiting and waiting and waiting to build, and that doesn't make for a good Let's Play series. And you still skip the Steam era. So what I'm trying to do is get to a balance where I can still play the game with the economy fairly intact, even if it's my own custom economy, without just putting pork barrels down everywhere to spend, which I will still do if I have to. So anyway, for instance, if you look at the train costs now in reality, this engine would have been less than $10,000 to purchase. Without the mod installed, it is over $100,000 to purchase. So now it's down to $43,000, and the running costs are $21,000 a year, which is 75% of normal. I assume it updates this. I'm not sure. We'll have to look at the costs now with the mod installed, but this should allow me, I hope, to keep the income up without having to use pork barrels. I also got a lot of new cars, most of them available in later years, except for this cool little gray caboose, which I'm going to be running on all the freight trains as soon as I start a goods train. So if we look, for example, if we go to the line manager, and we're losing money on everything, but if we look at this and we look at finances, yeah, we're not gaining money yet. And I don't know if this represents before the mod was installed and this is after. It's definitely cheaper now, but we're only in May, so I don't know. It may have adjusted all the costs. But anyway, let's get on to what I want to do with this. So this time I want to finish the belt line if I can afford it. And so what that means is extending this, crossing the river, going into North Vancouver, and then continuing all the way to West Vancouver. And that will finish the Vancouver route. Now, if it's a loop, it might be nice to somehow loop around and get back into Vancouver, but I can't afford the price to cross the river twice. That rhymed. So I'm just gonna say belt. It's a unconnected belt. It goes back and forth. So let's go. Let's see what we can do here. So in order to do this, let's go to track, and where are we? I'm using the inside line here. And what I want to do, I need to bulldoze. Let's take care of. People are going to be upset because this line is now broken. It's too bad. And what did I say, inside? I did. I'm going to have to look at it twice, because I have made this mistake over and over again. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to try to go on the cheap by crossing. Can you connect there, buddy? Can you connect? Doesn't want to. So if I go like this, what's the cost? 36. That's good, nice and straight, but I want to curve it. So let me back it off to here or so and put it down. And then see if I can catch a... Oh, come on. Okay, so it kind of catches it there. I don't understand why I can't get it to just follow it all the way across. 171. I don't know. So that's going up. So it's following the road. Let's see if that'll do it. It does. It's still expensive as all get out. I don't plan to do boats, at least on this inlet. Although there is Port Moody. I guess I'll just have to... Well, I'd have to rebuild the auto bridge anyway. So what do we got here? I'm doing... Am I doing stone? Oh yeah, I put viaducts in too. Can I do these? Yeah, these are really expensive, but they look cool. Yeah, I don't think that works though. Not for a river bridge. So let's go up to, what do we got? We got this 37, this 37, stone 56, different stone 56. That, how does that look? That looks odd because it just sinks right down because it's not raised up at all. Why isn't it raised up? Do I need to raise it up? I don't like the looks of this. Maybe let me back it off. I mean, I can't afford it for one thing. But, yeah, I don't like the whole thing. It needs to go up. It needs to go up. So let me bulldoze. Undo what I just did. And this time come over and say, yeah, actually, oh, it's so it snaps, so I can't go up. But it is going up. It's just not going up very much. Alright, now if I go up, then can I snap? Doesn't appear to want to do that. So then without snapping, that's a pretty radical rise. But, you know, it's going to go up. It's not too bad. It needs to go over the river. Yeah, maybe I go up like that. I wish I had an in-between. Alright, let's go ahead and cross then. Stop with the... Why does it want to curve like that? Alright. So let's get the approach here. Alright, and we're straight. Yeah, that says straight, so that's good. So let's check that off. And then let's cross. Stop with that. So then I'm going to want stone again. This one. And we are up in the air. But I can't get it high enough to go under. But I can do a slight... Yeah, I don't even know why I would do that. Alright, let's just buy. What am I up to? I have a maximum loan of 10. So I'm going to go up to 3 million here. And I'm not going to do that yet. So let's cancel. I'm going to bulldoze. I might as well bulldoze everything. Because this line's disconnected anyway. Because we're coming in. And then come over here. And... yeah, it's still... oh! That turned... no, there's no green. It's because that's too low. It's the same price. Yeah, I'm not sure. 75, so 56 speed limit. I mean, I might as well, if it's not going to... if it's not going to let boats under it, might as well just go flat. And let's just accept this for what it is. Or should I pull it back a little bit? Why is that going down? Maybe that's the problem. Ah. It is not the problem. It's just lower on this side? I don't think so. Terrain? A little bit maybe. It's definitely going to go uphill. So I should probably have it level or else it's going to be a royal pain to there. And I want it straight. But it's not going to want to go straight. Well, that's straight, but it's different from the bridge. Oh, well, I'm tired of it. I like it there. And let's... What's the... Alright, I'm going to curve around to the outside anyway. And then come in. So let's do that. Wait a minute. We're going underground. So that kind of comes over. I don't know. Okay. So there's full speed right there. I don't see how I'm gonna get a road across this unless I raise stuff up. Alright, check it off. Now how the heck am I gonna get the road over it? Well, we're gonna have to raise the terrain. That's all there is to it. Alright. And now we build the small country dirt road over it. And over and down, really. Can I connect it all the way? Yeah, so that kind of... Oh, man. Do you really have to drop that much? Can I raise this up? Oops. Alright. Let's see if that does it. It kind of does it. Nope, it wants to do the dip. Alright. So forget this connection. Let's just cross the track here and say we're going level? No, we're going up. Okay, that looks all right. And then we'll go in like this. So that's straight. That's nice and straight. A little downhill here. But that works for me. Why'd you do this? Why'd you go and do that? Who did that? I didn't do that. Gone. Is it still there? It is not there anymore. So one of those connections did it. So now let's... Yeah, it wants to do that again. That's horrible. That is horrible. Alright, so that's smooth on this side now. But what about this side? That looks smooth, maybe. Yes. There's a little hump there. I'm just gonna deal with it. And then we come around like this. Boom. And then we bring out the super smoother. Maybe make it a little bigger. And pretend like this whole thing never happened. It looks a little weird because the road's elevated, but it's for flood control. Yeah. In case of tsunami, since this is the ocean. But, alright, something like that. And the track is not smooth, okay? It goes up, and then it kind of goes down. Oh, it goes really down there. I'm going to ignore it. I got to move on. And what am I going to do here? I want this road to cross. Is that going to do the same thing? See, road over rail should work. think that's okay. And then let's connect it up. Whoever made this curvy road was on something. And then smooth this out like so, spending my hard-earned money. Alright, so we got a crossing here, now station here. What kind of station do we want? I do need to curve, so I was playing around with the flexible train station again, and I always want for passenger I like 240 meters, 2 tracks, and then I was messing around with how to do the curve here. So for one thing, the street length can be shrunk, so we can go fairly close. Then curve direction, see that radical curve that away looks pretty good, but then we're heading uphill, and we don't want to head uphill, we want to head over. So the station would be twisted like something like this anyway. Let's see, hit the shift key and like that. So that looks okay, but then for that we kind of want it to curve back around. And I mean, I can do radical, that's the thing. So this is some kind of radically curved station, which actually looks pretty good. So let's do that. This is the big curve. What other options do I have? Let me see, did that change anything? I don't think so. PP. Only if you do 3 tracks do I think that changed anything. I don't need 3 tracks. So if I change the curvature, wow. Where was it? 4? 8? Yeah, that widens it out. 4. So if I do 1 and 1, this thing's a horseshoe. Okay, let's don't do 1 and 1. How about 3 and 3? That actually looks a little too strong, maybe. I mean, it does curve us back towards West Vancouver, which is what we want. And that is heading towards the bridge, which is what we want. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Nice, big, rounded curve. And 192,000. There, look at that. That is a curve. And then I'm going to have to bulldoze this piece. But then I'm coming in on the... What is it? So I'm on the inside there, which puts me on the outside here. I feel stupid when I think about this stuff, but it is difficult. So I don't think that's perfect, is it? That kind of has to bend the other way. Okay, so cancel this, and we need to bulldoze this one piece here, and this is going to be something, but that's where it's straight, and then we come in here, and that's how it looks, and that's a check. And then some smoothing with the smoother. All right. Then the big bend. And then we continue from here way out to here somewhere. And that works out pretty good. I don't want to put it too far yet, but actually I'm not going to do it at all yet. I'm going to put in another station. So now, where do I want to put the station over here? West Vancouver. Yeah, if it goes up here on the hill, what are my bulldozing options? If it goes up here on the hill, so station, and I'll just use this again, except no curvature in either direction. I'm not going to put a dead end because I may want to use... So if I do 3 tracks... Where in the world are the number of tracks? 3. That third one's kind of separated. Now, where's my platform options? In street, no. Platform spacing. 9 millimeters. Or 9 meters, 10 meters. I don't know the difference. PXP? What's the difference between that and, say, this? There's no difference. Oh, wait. There's a space in between. Okay. So now there's... Okay, there's that weird space between the first 2. There. Now the first 2 together. I don't really want that... Well, I guess that overhang is for the other track. All right. So if I do this... And then I say, hey, I want this street to be longer. Max street length 20. Yeah, so I can really stretch it out. And you can do the street type. Check this out. Not dirt, but I can do 4, which is the same street type. Look at that. Look at that. How many times have I wanted that? I got to get used to using this. So then it connects like so. And it is aimed in generally... I don't even see the station out there. But it's generally aimed in the right direction. But we're going underground because we're kind of up on the hill. That's okay. We'll cut in the hill if I ever want to get to that. What is that? A food processing plant? But it's complaining. It's unable to align terrain anyway. Because of why? All right. Street length 40. 80. What's it doing? Let me pull back a little bit. Unable to align terrain. Why? Is it because of that house? It doesn't like anything. 3 buildings will be removed. Alright, 30. Why is it unable to align terrain? Is it anywhere in there? Why is it doing that? Oh, is it just because... Okay, so if I sit the thing up on a hill... If I sit the station up on the hill... So let's really shrink the street length then. Autosave. Let's really shrink the street length. Put it up on a hill. Let's curve it just a little bit. Is that B? No. That's the wrong button anyway. A. So A curves a little bit. Alright. There. So then if I go like this, it's straight and then it curves just a tad that way. I'm going to do that and try my best to align it and cross your fingers that I can actually build a street network down, because that's... That's pretty high up the hill. But it would be really cool if I could do that. Alright, what's street length 10? A real short street. Unable to align terrain. So, does it go higher as I move it back? It kind of does. It doesn't go too much higher, though. I can do that. Come on. You can build this. We're at the station up on the hill. And that looks about right, doesn't it? Does it? Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. 642 grand, and I may not be able to build a street between the two. That's a pretty steep street. Streets of San Francisco, except this is Vancouver. But oh, it works for that. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. It worked. I am amazed. It's not perfectly straight. I don't care. It worked. Alright. So here's the station up on the hill. That's going to be interesting if I have to build out to here. But, you know, that's the way it is. There's nothing around here, right? I mean, I could plop an industry down, but I don't really want to do that. All right. And now, I want to run track. So I'm coming in on the outside now. And so we'll want to run. Let me just connect the two and see what kind of grief I get. So I'm going to run to the middle one, not the... Wait. Yeah, but that's level, right? Yeah, that's level. It's not really level. All right, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, cancel. So I'm gonna come from here. Yeah, and it wants to bridge down. How much is that gonna cost me? 209. And why is there a hump there? Why does it look like it's humped? Well, M and N don't do anything here. So we would be cement for one thing. I really don't want to do this kind of radical building this early. But, yeah. Where are we heading? We're kind of heading out here. So what? So where did I go wrong? Should I hug the hillside? Let's try that. So we come out of here and we curve. Man, that's really going down. Let's not go down that much. Let's go down a little bit. But and you were trying to save me money, right? So it's just a commuter line. So yeah. So now I'm out here, and I built this radically curved station that doesn't need to be so curved. You know, track planning is hard. All right, if I go like this, we build a bridge. I wish I could move that out of the way. Oh, no, I force a non-bridge, but I didn't know I could do that. 395, yeah, because it's actually choosing the cheaper option. Because raising the terrain that high is expensive. All right, so if I choose this, you know, why not? All right, I'm going down. Terrain. All right, so I'm here, and then I'm back at the same height over here, and I actually cross over the height. So this is like a big divot. Right, so yeah, this is the same height as this. So I don't really want to go down. I want to go. This is a very expensive project. All right, what are my options? Where'd they go? Do we have viaducts? 930, but it's a full speed. Different color viaducts. We have this crazy green thing, which doesn't look appropriate for the 1800s. We have this. We have this, which is 56. And with high-speed track, I think that's fast enough. You're not going to be able to get that fast between these two cities. All right, I'm going to stick with that. Okay, now if I took it all the way, and yes, this is extremely expensive, but if I took it all the way, I connected to the right one, right outside. So that's 1.16 million. Yeah, I'm connected to both. And so now if I use the M and N keys, that's not so bad. It still goes up. Why is that so much cheaper? So that 985, 660, 499, 464. 499 is fine. I like this. So we do a slope up, and then we cross, and it turned it back into there. And I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's why it got cheaper. 542. Just take it and stop thinking about it. There it is. Yes. I can't afford it, and I did it. And you know what? I might as well just double track it. And just to get the pain over with. And boy, this curve station just really, I don't think works very well. I guess Yeah, I guess it does. Tries to keep it at the same height. But, that's only 290. I'll take it. Alright, that doesn't look too bad. A little abrupt coming out. But, you know, and then if I'm spending the big money, might as well put the crossing in now. Too much slope. Really? So I have to bulldoze it. Should have known. Should have known. So I can just back off a little bit. Let's go back here. Alright. Check. Come on. No, there's not too much slope. Now, come on. I'm whining. Don't make it. No. I'll bulldoze again. Alright, now am I completely out of money? Why does it think there's too much slope? Where's the slope? I don't even see any slope here. Maybe I smooth this. Smooth the sides out, maybe. I do cross a contour line there. Is that it? Alright, maybe it just doesn't like the contour line. Scared of the contour line. So let's just do it here. Just do it. Yes. Good, fine. And then put in signals before I forget. This has a signal here. And, yeah. I don't think... get rid of the contours. Can I put a crossover on a bridge? Last time I tried this, I don't remember it working too well. Let's give it a try. Train alignment collision. That's not working. It wants to do a bridge type. Okay, so you can't put a crossover on a bridge, so it doesn't have one. That is unfortunate. I guess I can put it out here. There we go. And then I can say signal. And this gets a signal here before the switch. And yeah, that's it. And you're basically one-sided here. Unless I build two lines in. Not ideal. Not ideal. And I'll just put a couple extra here. Alright, so I'm not going to double track the whole thing yet. So I've got 458K left out of the million. So let me just, let's just run some trains. And I'm going to have to put in some bus lines later. But let's take our, do I see the train out there? Come on, where are you? Here you are. The Vancouver Belt. And so we go from South Vancouver to North Vancouver to West Vancouver, back to North Vancouver, back to Vancouver, and then back to South Vancouver. And yeah, you're honking up a storm. Every time I made a change, you're honking. So there it is. And it's rather steep. Wow, look at that. That's steep. I think a smarter engineer would have built the station down here. But no, I wanted to put the station up on the hill because that's the only place I could get land rights or some sort of nonsense like that. But yeah, what the heck. There it is. Okay. So that's going to have to end it for now. I'm going to just let this run out a bit and start to... I really have to put in bus lines. I will put in the bus lines between videos because basically it's the same thing I do all the time. Put in a depot and then run a simple bus line to bring passengers into the station. And yeah, that doesn't look... I don't know. I don't know if I like the looks of that or not. It's... For one thing... this doesn't look straight. Am I crazy? Is it just, yeah, it looks like it went this way. It zigzags. Well, okay. That is a steep curve station. It will look better if we get some buildings around it. It looks all by itself now. Man, that is a hill. That is a hill. Can the train even make it up that hill? We don't know. But, right. So I'll run some bus lines in, probably put in some streets. And I'll just show it next time. And then what I want to do is run the first goods line, which is going to be way out here. Way, way, way out near Langley. There's a farmer's field and another food processing plant. So run some stuff out there. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you later.